The focus of this video is to learn how to find the perimeter of complex shapes, the ones that make straight lines with curved edges from circles. They might look complicated, but once you understand the process, they become quite manageable. First, let's make sure we're all on the same page. Perimeter is the distance all the way around a shape. That means every straight side and every curved edge gets added together. When a shape has curved edges, those usually come from circles. That's why we use circumference formulas. For a full circle, we use pi times the diameter or 2 pi times the radius. Either one works depending on what you're given. If the curved part is only a portion of a circle, like a half or a quarter, you simply take the full circle formula and multiply by the fraction of the circle you're working with. Half a circle, multiply by half. Quarter of a circle, multiply by 1/4. You truly only need to memorize the full circle formulas. C equals pi times diameter, or C equals 2 pi r. Every partial circle comes from just adjusting these. If you ever see something like 3/4 of a circle, same idea. Take the full circumference and multiply by 3/4. This trick works for any fractions, not just the common ones. Here's a strategy we'll use every time we have to find the perimeter of a complex shapes with straight sides and curves. 1. Break the shape into familiar parts. 2. Add the straight edges. 3. Add the curved edges. And then finally, combine everything together. Let's work through an example to see it clearly. Here's our example shape. It has both straight and curved edges, so we'll carefully identify each piece first. We start by breaking the shape apart. First, we notice 1/2 circle. Then we spot 1/4 circle. Then we label the straight sides. Piece by piece, the shape becomes a lot easier to understand. Okay, let's move to step 2, finding the straight sides. We're just going to go side by side and use the diagram to figure out each length. Side 1 is the easiest one. It's already labeled for us. The diagram shows side 1 is 5 centimeters, so we can write that down right away. Side 2 isn't labeled, but we do know its length because it's actually the radius of the quarter circle, and the radius is given as 5 centimeters, so side 2 is also 5 centimeters. Side 3 is the long vertical side. It doesn't have a label either, but it runs parallel to the diameter of the half circle. The diameter is labeled as 20 centimeters, so side 3 must also be 20 centimeters. Side 4 looks a little confusing until you compare it to the other sides. It lines up with side 1 plus the radius of the quarter circle. Side 1, 5 centimeters, plus the radius, 5 centimeters, equals 10 centimeters. So side 4 is 10 centimeters long. Now that we've got all 4 straight sides, we add them all together. 5 plus 5 plus 20 plus 10 equals 40 centimeters of straight sides. Now we handle the curved parts. The half circle has a diameter of 20 centimeters, so 1/2 times pi times 20 equals 10 pi. The quarter circle has a radius of 5 centimeters, so 1/4 times 2 pi times r equals 2.5 pi. Add those, and we have 12.5 pi centimeters of curved edges. And now the final step. Straight edges, 40. Curved edges, 12.5 pi. Total perimeter for this shape, 40 plus 12.5 pi centimeters. Or we can approximate that as 59.25 centimeters by replacing pi with 3.14. Alright, now it's time for you to try on your own. Here's practice problem number 1. Go ahead and try this one on your own first. Pause the video and work it out, and when you're ready, press play again to check your steps and see if your solution matches the breakdown I give you. Here's the breakdown for problem 1. Pause it here so you can check and see if your steps match mine. See if your decomposition, straight sides, curved sides, and final answer match what I show here. Here's practice problem number 2. Same routine. Pause the video, solve it on your own first, then come back, check every part of your process with mine. How you broke the shape down, how you found each straight side, the arc lengths, and the total perimeter. Here's the solution for problem number 2. Pause the video again and check your work step by step. If something didn't match, don't stress. Just note what needs fixing and keep going. Alright, here's our final practice problem. This one's a little different from the first two. This shape is drawn on a grid, and each grid segment represents 2 centimeters. That means every single grid square isn't worth 1, it's actually worth 2 centimeters. So when we look at the shape, we can't just count the grid squares and call that the length. We have to count how many grid segments each side covers, then multiply by 2 to get the real measurement. Before I go through the solution, pause the video and try it on your own. Once you've got your answer, hit play again and check your work step by step against the breakdown I'm about to show you, including how to handle the grid scale. And here's the solution and breakdown for problem 3. As you move through this one, make sure you pause the video and check the following: how many grid segments each side covers, how you turned those segments into real lengths, how you found the radius, how you calculated the arc, and whether your final perimeter matches mine. Use this as a chance to see where you nailed it and where you might still need some quick adjustments. Before we wrap it all up, here are some essentials. Perimeter is the total distance around the shape. When it comes to complex shapes, remember, you're adding the perimeter of the straights and the curved edges. Break the shape down into familiar parts, use circumference formulas for curved sections, and make sure you always combine everything at the end. Thanks for watching. If you want more math tutorials and step-by-step examples, check out other videos on this channel. And please leave a like and subscribe if possible.